Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnston. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They do not score.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive, and they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
DeAndre Hopkins was named All-Pro for the first time in 2017, and really don't have to do much but look at the statistics to know why. 4 touchdown grabs in 2016, jumped that up to 13 in 2017. That led all NFL receivers. Also added in 96 catches and close to 1,400 yards. DeAndre Hopkins' ability to get free in the secondary is a marvel, mainly because of head fakes and body control.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Newton. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Newton. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. Wiggles free. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, Eckler, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke gonna throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the defensive side here, the starters for the Texans. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Locke. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, and to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On 1st down, it's Johnston. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. On the draw, this is Fournette. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now to the air. Lock. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Lock toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out with the defense.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And the catch made by Hopkins. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Powers through him, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Will Fuller was the intended target. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Let's go, baby.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out of a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
Set. Ready. 29. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Now Newton on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Draw play, it's Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 5 now. Lock. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lock to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He's got Fuller. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So, kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Throwing now is Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time.
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they are going to get the football here at the 5-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Block now to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw is Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, 49. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Now Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys are out on top as we get you back up to Jacksonville. Standing by once again, here's Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. On first down, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
It's caught. Humphreys. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Leonard Fournette. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. It's complete to Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. His pass caught at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Got it. 57's right. Not today, you aren't. Not today. Watch the edge.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. That catch good for 5. It's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Josh Allen, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they will stop him short They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he coughed it up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Ready? Ready? 49 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Crash down, crash.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play, but end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete as well. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Buying time to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. It's complete to Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, we got four down.
Here is Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 3rd down here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys, you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Lock now on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun give to Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Newton on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Block now to throw. That'll be caught by Hester. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
60 Pittsburgh. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep. Shoot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw it is Lock. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Dumps it off to Fournette. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Houston, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.